I've had a few questions about your tenancy ledger when you're applying for a rental property. So one of the questions I had recently, and thank you for sending it in, was that they had a period in their ledger where things went a bit awry, whether it was a breakup or friends moving apart or whatever the thing is that happened that made the rent be late during that section in your ledger. Even though now that that's finished and correct and everything is on time, what do you do with that moving forward if you're applying for a rental property? So one of the things that I would suggest to do, if your tenancy ledger is good and then you've got a bit of a dodgy period and now it's good, you've rectified it and it's now good, is I would talk to the property managers that you're applying for or write in your cover letter a little bit about that situation, because life happens to everyone. Things happen, people get sick, they lose jobs, they have injuries, breakups happen. Life happens to everybody and people do understand that. So I would put into your cover letter and just explain that little bit away. Don't ignore it because it's there. It's not going anywhere. So what you want to do is explain that away, tell them how you rectified it and that your ledger is now perfectly fine and you're up to date. What you can do as well, if your current property managers are really good and will work in with you, is get them to write a separate short little reference for you to say that, yes, Mary has worked hard to get her ledger back to where it needed to be, and I would have no hesitation in renting to Mary again. Know that you've got in the rental reference in your application, but when that goes to the real estate, you might not get the property manager that you've been working with. So it's important to try and go, yes, I'm aware of this little issue, whatever that issue is. This is why it happened. Don't go into great detail, just a brief summary, split up with partner, whatever. Managed to rectify it. Now we're back on board. So that can make a really big difference to the property managers of where you're going, because it shows that A, you're not going to be hiding anything, that you're very open to go, yes, we had an issue. This is what the issue was. But yes, I'm a responsible human and I fixed this issue and got the rent back up to where it needed to be, and now I pay my rent on time. So there's a few different things that doing that does in terms of trust for the property managers moving forward, because remember, it's those property managers that are putting their name on the line to the owner to put you in. So they need to trust you that you're going to go in and pay the rent, look after the property, mow the lawns, do the gardens and all of those things. So I hope that helped. But that's one thing that you can do if you do have a bit of a dodgy section on your rental ledger.